What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Saturday, January 19th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, let's see who we have at the point guard position. I like Marcus Smart from the Boston Celtics playing the Atlanta Hawks, who have the absolute worst defense overall, and they give up the second most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Marcus Smart has scored 42 and 21 fantasy points in his last two games, averaging 21.9 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 27 minutes per game with a 14% usage rate. Marcus Smart is $4,400 DraftKings salary. He's $600 more on FanDuel, projected to get 21.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's almost 5 times value. There's an implied total of 226.5 points in this game, so that's a high total. I don't know what's going on in Boston, but Marcus Smart has the right idea. Let your performance on the court do the talking. He scored 42 fantasy points yesterday. He was on fire. So I'm going to ride the hot hand at a low salary here tonight versus a bad Atlanta Hawks defense. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like Eric Gordon from the Houston Rockets playing the LA Lakers, who have the 10th worst defense overall, and they give up the second most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Eric Gordon scored 30 fantasy points in his first game back from injury. He played 21 minutes with a 27% usage rate. So those stats are telling to me. With so many injuries on the Houston Rockets, a 27% usage rate for Eric Gordon at $5,900 DraftKings salary, same price on FanDuel, so I love that FanDuel price. Projected at 31.2 fantasy points here tonight. That's over 5 times value. He's got 40-point upside in the spot that he's in. Implied total of 227 points in this game. I love Eric Gordon here versus the LA Lakers. Okay, everyone, it's time to announce the winner of this week's $100 comment contest. And the winner is Jimmy Baszler. Jimmy Baszler, you are the winner of this week's comment contest. Congratulations. Please reply to our comment to collect your prize. Let's give Jimmy some love in the comments, everyone. We're going to keep doing this contest every week until every one of you is a winner. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Brandon Ingram from the LA Lakers playing the Houston Rockets, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're also middle-of-the-pack defending opposing small forwards. Brandon Ingram has scored 31, 38, and 33 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 28.3 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 33 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. Brandon Ingram is $6,600 DraftKings salary. He's $900 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 32 fantasy points here tonight, he's going to need about 34 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. It's a high implied total in this game, so I like Brandon Ingram's chances to hit value or exceed it if he gets a 35-40 point game. which he's certainly capable of. He's playing almost 40 minutes a game without LeBron James. So I like Brandon Ingram here tonight versus the Houston Rockets. Okay, let's see who we have at the power forward position. I'm going to give you a value play here, a punt play, a dart throw, whatever you want to call it. This is a minimum salary player. I like Stanley Johnson from the Detroit Pistons playing the Sacramento Kings, who have the third worst defense overall, and they give up the third most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Stanley Johnson scored 28 fantasy points in 23 minutes last game, mostly due to the injury to Andre Drummond. If Andre Drummond is out, I like Stanley Johnson's chances at hitting value. At $3,400 DraftKings salary, he's only $100 more on FanDuel, so he could be your min score drop on FanDuel. 28 points in 23 minutes. If he gets that same opportunity, he'll get the chance to crush value. This is a risky play, but I like Stanley Johnson here versus the Sacramento Kings. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Blake Griffin from the Detroit Pistons playing the Sacramento Kings, who have the third worst defense overall, and they give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing centers. So Blake Griffin is eligible here at center on DraftKings. He's only eligible at power forward on FanDuel. I just want to make a note of that. Blake Griffin scored 62, 46, and 34 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 46.3 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 36 minutes per game with a 30% usage rate. Blake Griffin is $9,000 DraftKings salary. He's $700 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 44.7 fantasy points here tonight, that's 5 times value. I think he's going to score more than that, especially if Andre Drummond is out. Blake Griffin becomes a lock for me, so keep an eye on that injury news. But either way, I love Blake Griffin here versus the Sacramento Kings. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.